Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Ask That Podcast here on YouTube. And oh man, I'm so happy when I found this. Unknown Soldier, issue 268, which I'm fairly sure is the last issue of the series. 1982, that's late for a war series from DC. I think after this, the only thing that was still going on was like GI Combat Sergeant Rock. Unknown Soldier, real simple. Guy has his face extensively damaged in the Pacific Theater War during World War II. Becomes master of disguise, can change his voice, all this shit. He goes undercover. It could appear as anybody. The thing is that he has to wear bandages over his face constantly, and the fake skin he puts over that causes him to itch a little bit. So his scratching gives him away. This is one of those Joe Kubert things that Robert Kinglinger, something like that. That just I read it off and on as a kid, really enjoyed it, and then as I gotten older, I've gotten collections. Like there's that really cool showcase collection, and I pick up issues of this anytime I find them, even if I already got them in a different thing. This one it was short box in a vendor's booth at an antique mall, and comics were $3 for $2, and I didn't realize it was the last issue. I saw it was Unknown Soldier, and I didn't remember the cover. I like this. Mein Gott, Adolf Hitler has committed suicide. Was it suicide or justice? We got Joe Kubert cover. We got that great outline of the Unknown Soldier there. 60 Center, October of 82. So let's see, Berlin, May 2nd, 1945. Who is our creative team? Dick Ayers and Jerry Taliak are the illustrators. Don Costanza is the letterer. Bob LaRose is the colorist. Len Wein is the editor. And Bob Haney is the writer. Bob Haney did a lot of war comics. And just these are always so much. Oh, Space Shuttle Columbia. These are just so much fun as a kid reading them, because my grandpa would get them, and I'd read them to him. He'd read them to me. And then I got older. I kind of felt like, but also part of this by like about 80. It's like 85 is pre-crisis. DC just quit publishing a lot of the war comics were over. Their Western comics were over. Their horror comics, I think Elvira might have held on for a little bit. They quit publishing them. And I didn't really, when I got older, I just wanted superhero stuff. And then when I got out of that phase, I wanted alternative, indie comic stuff. And now I've realized there's a lot of really good stuff coming out from DC and Marvel in the 70s that wasn't superhero stuff. Matter of fact, DC, I'd rather hear their non-superhero stuff from the 70s than their superhero stuff. Capsule, I remember them toys. And it's multi-part story, of course, but the entire thing's in one issue. And I noticed there's a lot of big panels. So this might have been a rush job. I guess by then the sales on this series were really low, so yeah. There's a Sergeant. See, Sergeant Rock was still going good because you had the toys from Remco, which are a bitch to find now. I'm kind of shocked with all the stuff DC's been doing with the TV shows and stuff. They have not brought back the Unknown Soldier, because you can still do it in the modern era. They've revived Unknown Soldier for modern era, and he's been like a Vertigo series. I don't know if in the DC universe proper, but there's a Garth Ennis written miniseries that I got to read. So there's one of his masks. You can enter the Swamp Thing movie contest. Oh, I'd love to. Get to meet the Swamp Thing creators. And they kind of think the Unknown Soldier died with Hitler, and you get the soldier scratching his face at the end, so it probably didn't. And there's the final letters page. And the Captain O Olympic Club. And he just, oh man. And but that's everything. You always had cool Joe Kubert covers. Older I get, the more I become a Joe Kubert fan. Like Joe Kubert, and that school of his produced, especially like the first couple of years, produced some amazing talent. I don't know about modern. I don't keep up with who came out of the Kubert school in the past like 20 years, But, from when it opened till about 85, 86, there's a lot of good talent coming out of there. DC War titles. I wish they would have done more than that one showcase. I know they did like 2 on Sergeant Rock, but they're hard to find now. They want a little more, and I want to pay for them. I liked it when they're, still in print. You can get them from distributors for like, $12 a copy. $12 for 25 comics. I'm happy. Well, everybody, I'm out. Hope you enjoyed that. And if you did, give me a thumbs up, leave a comment, subscribe, all the other bullshit. Talk to everybody later. Bye bye.